Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And today we're still talking about Mendelssohn. I lied. I said we were done last time. But, well, one of the things about having double depth shelves is that every so often something else pops up, and I was putting back the other Mendelssohn stuff over there somewhere. Yeah, back there. See that back over there? There's sort of like an empty space, and I looked behind it, and oh my, what was there but more Mendelssohn? This is what happens when you write a book about a composer, and so you keep separate alphabets, separate clumps of his music. So I had like extra Mendelssohn, and it was in level number 2 of the double depth shelf. So we got 2 more Mendelssohn videos coming up, and you know what? That's a good thing, because you can't ever have enough, can you? How do we begin? First, Howard Shelley plays the Mendelssohn piano concertos on Chandos with the London Mozart Players, along with the Capriccio Brilliant. Shelley is one of those pianists who doesn't get a lot of mention, but I don't think he's ever really made a bad record. I mean, he's a really good musician. He's a conductor pianist. He can conduct, he can play, he does everything. And they're bright and lively performances. They're very, very nice. So there's that. Then I've got all this like extra stuff here. Some of it's still wrapped up in plastic because they were duplicates. Mendelssohn, Concerto for Violin, Piano and Strings, and the Concerto for Violin and Strings. This is with, let's see, Marat Bisengaliev, violin, Benjamin Frith, piano, who's done all the Mendelssohn stuff on Naxos and very, very capably. And Bisengaliev is perfectly fine as well, with the Northern Sinfonia under Andrew Penny on Naxos. The Naxos Mendelssohn stuff with Benjamin Frith and others is really a good deal. It's a very, very good series. The chamber music has been splendid. We've talked about the piano quartets. We may see more of them here. Who knows? The Scottish Symphony and overtures, the Hebrides, Calm Sea and Prosperous Voyage, and Roy Blas with the Slovak Philarmonic and Oliver Dochnany. Okay, well, the Slovak Philarmonic is nobody's idea of a great orchestra. And Dochnany's a very, very capable conductor, actually. He's quite good. So if back in the day when Naxos was a serious budget label, it's still a serious label, but budget, not so much. It's really easier to get it in streaming and whatnot at a good price. Now it's practically full price or more, as often as not, and harder to source. And so these may not be competitive. They're not bad performances, but it used to be like, oh, here's the nice budget alternative. But that's not so true anymore. And that's kind of a shame. Mendelssohn String Quartets Volume 3 with the Aurora String Quartet. Well, we've been talking about these. I have the complete set a couple of times, and it's all mixed up and spread out all over the place. So, they're good. They're very good. I have yet to hear a really lousy Mendelssohn String Quartet cycle. Most of them are really pretty capable. Very, very good. Piano Works Volume 3 with Benjamin Frith. There we have the Sonata in B-flat major, Opus 106. It's the same key and the same opus as the Hammerklavier. This is no Hammerklavier, but it's still a very fine piece. 3 Fantasies or Caprices, Opus 16. These are fun. And then a bunch of little Gucci's, the Andante Cantabile and Presto Agitato in B major, variations in E flat major, the Rondo Capriccioso in E major, Opus 14, and an album leaf, an Albumblatt, as they say in Deutsch, Opus 117. There you go. What's that? These are all Naxos things. Songs Without Words, Volume 2. These are with Peter Nagy violin. Violin piano, whatever it's called. I got this because I needed it. When I was putting together the tracks for my Mendelssohn book, I needed to have a pile of songs without words so I could select a couple for use in the accompanying CD, or actually, oh my goodness, by the time we were getting to Mendelssohn, I think they were just doing downloads They kept them somewhere in cyberspace, and you could go with a special code and download and listen to the music. But anyway, so I needed a pile of songs without words, and these were handy to have. They really were. The performances are pretty good, but that was the reason I had them. String symphonies. Oh, these are great. Volume 3, the Northern Chamber Orchestra with Nicholas Ward, numbers 10 through 13, which is, number 13 is a single movement. These are just marvelous pieces. I keep telling people that. I got to do a series about these. I really do. Just like we do with the Haydn Symphony Crusade. Just take them one at a time and talk about them, because I have them all on Naxos, so we can use samples. That would be fun. I just need the time to do it, Piano Works Volume 2 with Benjamin Frith. 3 Preludes, Opus 104A. 3 Etudes, Opus 104B. These are fun. Nobody knows them, and they're really, really good. The Variations Sérieuses in D minor. Oh, that's a masterpiece. Christmas pieces, the Kinderstücke, Opus 72, the Barcarolle or Gondola Song in A major, Scherzo in B minor, which is 1 minute and 10 seconds of Mendelssohnian Elfin Scherzosity, and the Sonata in E major, Opus 6, which is a big work and really quite splendid. Let's see, we got Stephen Coombs and Ian Monroe with Jerzy Maksymyuk doing the concertos for 2 pianos as part of the Romantic Piano Concerto series. This is only volume 3. Wow, this was way at the beginning, wasn't it? Oh, these are delightful. We've talked about these before. They're just lovely, lovely works, very enjoyable. And last but certainly not least, 10 CDs of the complete choral works. Wow, baby. There's a lot of stuff here. There really is. The Chamber Choir of Europe and the Württembergische Philharmonie Reutlingen under Nicole Mott. Really, really major stuff. I've talked about the Karos box that has all the same stuff. Just so you know what they are, we'll go through the 10 discs and I'll tell you what he wrote. You'll get a sense of it because it's very, very well organized here. Psalm cantatas, cantatas based on psalm texts. Numbers, Psalms 42, 95, 98, 114, and 115. Then you have 8 chorale cantatas, as Bach wrote them, based on Lutheran chorale tunes. Then the hymns, Opus 96. Lauda Sion, Opus 73, which is really beautiful. The Magnificat, there's a Gloria. Hora Est, as a Te Deum. Ave Maria. Three church musics. They're just called Kirchenmusiken. Music for the church. 3 beautiful motets, Opus 69. Those are also lovely. 3 psalms, Opus 78. 6 Sprüche, Opus 79. Die Deutsche Liturgy, the German liturgy. And then let's see, psalms, psalm motets, chorale harmonizations. 3 motets, Opus 39. And Vespergesang. That's Mendelssohn's sacred music. It's a big collection of stuff, and there are beautiful works in every category. Definitely worth checking out. And this Brilliant Classics box is a very good deal if you can't find the Karos box. But either one, you really should hear the music because it's lovely, lovely music. So there you have it. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.